Ephraim was the younger son of Joseph, one of the 12 sons of Jacob, also known as Israel, and his Egyptian wife, Asenath. His name, meaning fruitfulness, was given by Joseph to signify God's blessing in making him fruitful in the land of his affliction. Genesis chapter 41 verse 52. When Jacob was approaching the end of his life, he bestowed blessings upon his descendants. In a remarkable event recorded in Genesis chapter 48, Jacob intentionally crossed his hands to place his right hand on Ephraim's head and his left on Manasseh's, despite Ephraim being the younger son. This act signified that Ephraim would become greater than his older brother, and his descendants would form a multitude of nations. Jacob's blessing was prophetic, indicating that Ephraim's lineage would hold a prominent place in Israel's future. The tribe of Ephraim indeed rose to significant prominence among the tribes of Israel. After the exodus from Egypt, the descendants of Ephraim settled in a fertile and central region of the Promised Land, which included important cities like Shechem and Shiloh. Shiloh became a central place of worship, housing the tabernacle and the Ark of the Covenant for many years. This positioned Ephraim not only geographically at the heart of Israel but also spiritually. One of the most distinguished individuals from the tribe of Ephraim was Joshua, the son of Nun. Joshua succeeded Moses as the leader of Israel and was instrumental in leading the Israelites into the Promised Land. His faithfulness and courage were exemplary, and under his leadership, the Israelites experienced many victories. Joshua's role underscored the fulfillment of Jacob's blessing upon Ephraim, showcasing the tribe's leadership and influence. However, the history of Ephraim is also marked by instances of pride and conflict. The tribe often asserted its position among the tribes of Israel, sometimes leading to tension and strife. In the time of the judges, the Ephraimites expressed resentment towards Gideon for not including them in the initial battle against the Midianites. Judges chapter 8 verses 1-3. Similarly, they confronted Jephthah, which resulted in a tragic conflict causing significant loss of life. Judges chapter 12 verses 1-6. These accounts reflect challenges in unity and humility within the nation. Following the reign of King Solomon, the united monarchy of Israel split into two kingdoms. The northern kingdom, comprising 10 tribes, was often referred to as Ephraim, due to the tribe's dominance and influence. Jeroboam I, the first king of the northern kingdom, was from the tribe of Ephraim. Unfortunately, he led Israel into idolatry by setting up golden calves in Bethel and Dan, deviating from true worship of Jehovah. 1 Kings chapter 12 verses 26-30. This idolatrous practice became a recurring sin that plagued the northern kingdom throughout its history. Prophets like Hosea and Isaiah delivered messages from Jehovah that frequently addressed Ephraim's unfaithfulness. Hosea, in particular, used Ephraim symbolically to represent the northern kingdom's spiritual adultery and moral decline. Jehovah expressed his sorrow over Ephraim's persistent idolatry and waywardness, yet also his compassion and longing for their repentance. Hosea chapter 11 verse 8. These prophetic writings highlight the consequences of abandoning Jehovah's commandments and the deep hurt caused by such unfaithfulness. The eventual downfall of the northern kingdom serves as a sobering lesson. In 740 BCE, the Assyrian Empire conquered the northern kingdom, leading to the exile and dispersion of its inhabitants, including the Ephraimites. This fulfillment of prophetic warnings demonstrated that persistent disobedience and idolatry would result in Jehovah's protective hand being removed. The loss of their homeland and identity was a profound tragedy for the descendants of Ephraim. Despite these events, the story of Ephraim is not solely one of failure. Jehovah's Witnesses understand that Ephraim's experiences offer valuable lessons about Jehovah's mercy, justice, and the importance of faithfulness. The initial blessings and opportunities given to Ephraim illustrate Jehovah's willingness to bestow favor and responsibilities upon his people. Ephraim's eventual decline serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of pride, self-reliance, and turning away from divine guidance. Moreover, the prophetic references to Ephraim carry messages of hope and restoration. In some passages, there are indications of future reconciliation and blessings for Ephraim. For instance, Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 20 reflects Jehovah's enduring love and compassion. Is Ephraim my dear son? Is he a beloved child? For as often as I speak against him, I do remember him still. This reveals Jehovah's desire for repentance and the restoration of a faithful relationship. In the broader spiritual context, the experiences of Ephraim can be applied to individuals and congregations today. Jehovah's Witnesses emphasize the importance of learning from these historical accounts to avoid similar pitfalls. Maintaining humility, adhering closely to Jehovah's instructions, and fostering unity among fellow believers are essential principles derived from Ephraim's narrative. Ephraim's legacy also underscores the significance of leadership and influence. Just as the tribe of Ephraim held a central role in Israel, individuals today may find themselves in positions of influence within their communities or congregations. The manner in which that influence is exercised can lead to positive outcomes or detrimental consequences. Ephraim's story encourages responsible stewardship of such roles, always aligning actions with Jehovah's will. Please like and subscribe.